Okay guys, so we're still in the essential elements for band book. We're starting with rhythm number 29 today. Now 29 is a little bit different because we get a dotted half note. Yay! It's a half note with a dot after it. So a little bit about music terminology here and the symbols that go along with it. If you take a look at 29, you see that this is a half note because it's hollow in the middle. But there's a dot right after it. And that dot means that this half note is going to be altered just a little bit. It's going to be a little bit longer than usual. Okay? Now, I know math is not why you signed up to do band. But there's a little bit of math in band, but here's why. This dot, when it comes after the note, instead of above it or below it, okay? When it comes after, what it's really doing is it's making that note just a little bit longer. This dot pulls this note in this direction, so it's going to go longer there. How much longer? Well, there's a math formula for that. You take whatever this note is, okay? In this case, it's a half note that gets 2 beats, okay? So you take that value, which is 2 beats, right here to that note, and you're going to add to that note. You're going to add this dot. Now the dot is equal to exactly half of whatever this first number was. So what we're trying to do is find 1/2 of 2. Well, if you have 2 items and you take them and you only take 1/2, you put 1 away, so it leaves you have 1. 1. Okay? So then you add those together. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this dotted half note right here is equal to 3 beats. So instead of a half note that you go ta, where it gets 2 beats, now you get 3 beats of it. Ta. Okay? So when you look at writing in your numbers on number 29, you would write 1-2-3 because it's 3 beats long. And then that leaves us with this quarter note right here on beat 4. So when you take a look at number 30, very similar measure. Bar line, so we start over at 1-2-3, 4. In parentheses, because this quarter rest symbol means we're going to have 1 beat of silence instead. Moving on to measure 31. Measure 31 flips it around just a little bit. So we start over after the bar line on beat 1, but this dotted half note then starts on beat 2, and it still gets 3 beats. So that's 2-3-4. To round out the line with number 32, we start with a quarter rest on beat 1, so that's in parentheses, 2-3-4. So for number 32, we start with our hands apart, 1, and then we have 2, 3, 4. We keep our hands moving. Okay? So if we were to do the entire line, measures 29 through 32. I'll try to fit that on the screen. There we go. Still in 4/4 time, 4 beats per measure. Starting here at 29. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just like I did before, I'm going to count and clap it with you this time instead of pointing along on the board. Ready? Starting here again at the beginning in 29. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of my students in class said, Mrs. Carwile, why aren't you clapping each beat? Well, it's because when we play our instruments, and if I'm playing it on a trumpet or a flute or a tuba, I'm going ta, 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 rest, ta, 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 and I'm not actually tonguing the other notes, which is why we put dashes to show they're all connected, that we don't re-articulate or re-tongue the beginning of the note. And of course the rest we are actively being silent, so we would have our hands apart there. Okay, so let's take a look at this next line. Last line on the whole page, guys. So this line mixes it up with some of those dotted half notes, followed by eighth notes. What I'm going to ask you to do right now is to go ahead and pause the video. And once you've got it paused, I want you to write in the counts for the bottom line, and then I want you to restart the video because I'll have the answers up for you, and then you'll be able to check it. Okay, so hopefully you've paused the video, but here we go. I'm going to write the counts in, 1-2-3, 4 and, bar line, so we start over, 1, 2-3-4. Moving on to number 35, bar line, start on beat 1, 2 and with the eighth note. 3, of course, is our quarter rest, so we keep that one silent, and we repeat articulate on 4. 36 gives us a whole note, which is real easy, 1-2-3-4, and gets us all the way through the end of the page. So, counting and clapping, the very last line, 33, okay? 1, 2, together, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome! Congratulations, you have now finished the page. Woohoo! So, in class what we're doing is we're going from the beginning page to the end. We're playing our favorite music, we're counting and clapping along, and that's how we're learning to keep rhythm steady and also to be able to find the notes in rhythm on the page. You'll find that this type of stuff will help you in Penguin Promenade and Hard Rock Blues especially because we're working those eighth notes on those pieces of music. I hope you've had a great day. Thank you.